Oh, hello you lot. What are you doing here at this time in the evening? Oh, just chilling out. Oh, same as me, really. I've got this, well, this is my Techno, well, I don't know what this is now. It's an NB48 or something like that. And I've got this Nova B5R Evo in it that I've had it for quite a while now. I haven't used it anywhere near as much as I probably should do. I think this has probably had about, well, I ran it in 3 tanks, probably had 5 tanks through it at the max. And I've had it a year or something like that. And anyway, I've got this I've got this turbo plate that I didn't even know that Nova done a turbo plate. I was doing a bit of research, asking a few people, because I had an MP 7.5 here that was someone asked me to do some stuff on it, and it had the old type with a bit of tube that come from the back plate into the front of the block, and I always thought that they were just a breather. So I was just asking a few questions to some people that I know a lot of stuff. And they said nowadays they just don't have the bit of pipe. I was like, oh, so it's fair enough. And then I found out that Nova, they do a turbo plate for their new engines. And I didn't even know they'd done one. So as soon as I found out they did, I went straight to Answer RC's website. Now, Answer RC, they are the one and only place to go as far as I'm concerned when it comes to anything to do with racing. RC racing. They specialise in RC racing, and they're the UK distributor of Nova. So if you want a Nova, anything to do with Nova, go to them. And they do other stuff, Reds and OS and all different types of stuff as well. Anything to do with RC racing, Nitro racing, buggy racing, electric, anything to do with racing. I went there and I got one. And it's been sitting up there now. It's been sitting there for weeks, or not even, probably, yeah, weeks and weeks. It might even be into the months. I haven't had a chance to even think about looking at it and putting it on. And yeah, well, I've got a couple of minutes to spare this evening. I thought to myself, let's fit it. Yeah, why not? I didn't even expect you to. I didn't even know you would coming, so you have to apologize. You have to accept my apologies. I haven't got any cakes or anything to offer you, I'm afraid. You know, I didn't know you were coming. Next time, let me know, yeah? Thank you. But seeing as you're here, I'll show you around. So this is, yes, this is my buggy. Techno something or another. I think it's an NB48 or something like that. And yeah, we've got a nice Nova pipe on there, 2182. I don't know what manifold that is. It's some kind of manifold. I think it's the bigger one. And yeah, there's the engine. It's a very nice engine. These Nova engines are really, really good. I must say they're just exceptional as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, let's put this on. At least it's done then. I'm not going to get to run it for a long time, but at least it's on and it's ready to rock and roll. Well, of course, it didn't go to plan, did it? What should have been a simple job. That one bolt there decided the head wanted to round off, so that's what happens when you try to use Allen keys that are a bit worn out. Anyway, I have to just drill it out with the old drill. I'll have to find a new bolt for that at some point. Of course, there are other avenues I could take to try and get this out, but I think if I just simply drill the head off of it, we might be okay. I'm nearly there now. I've been doing it. I've got it most of the way. Don't want to ruin the back plate though. That's what I've got to be careful of. I don't go too far and ruin the back plate. I don't want to be doing that. Looks like the old camera's vibrating there. Look, blimey. These bolts are, they must be hardened steel. Oh, there goes a drill bit. I don't know if I've got any more drill bits. I might have one or two somewhere laying around. We'll have to have a look. So, where are we? There we go. We're nearly there though. Yeah, these bolts must be hardened because that was a new drill bit and it was having trouble getting through it. Interesting. I might have to get a grinder and just grind off that little bit, that little lip. There's a little bit of a lip there. Don't know whether that's going to come across on the old image catching device at all, but a little bit of a lip there. I might be able to get that off. Then I can just get it off like that. Luckily this is the old back plate, but I still don't want to damage it. I mean, it's still nothing wrong with it. I tried to burn it with a blowtorch and I think I've burned the engine block a little bit. I wanted to try and, I thought there might be some thread lock on it, but that was before the head stripped out completely. But that's perfectly fine. I mean, we like a challenge, don't we? No, we don't like a challenge at all. I couldn't think anything worse than a challenge, to be honest. I know, this has turned into this has gone from just 10 minutes, just sort something out, just, you know, have a go. It's gone into bloody, Jesus, Trent, that'll be enough. It's gone into, something that's going to take me blooming ages, you know? Let's see what we've got in here. What's this? That's a SDS drill bit. DFS and all that kind of stuff. No, not that one. Oh, I reckon that one's a bit big, don't you? Oh yeah, that's definitely a bit big. That's a bit big there, Johnny boy. What do you mean? I don't know. I haven't even had a look yet. Ah, this one might do the trick. What is this one? France. It's from France. Holy moly. I can't see what size it is on it though. But we don't need to know the size. All we need to know is that going to be, oh yes, look at that. That should take out the rest of that head. No problem, providing it's sharp enough. I think it'll be okay. Alright then, old Johnny boy. Let's load up our new drill bit and see what we can do. Oh man, that's a shame. I always get really gutted when I snap a drill bit because, I mean, it didn't do anything wrong, did it? All it was doing was trying to do what it's meant to do. It's just doing its job, and then it snapped. I mean, I feel really bad for them when they snap, but there's not a lot I can do about it. There's not a lot I can do about it at all. Right, here we go again. Right, Johnny boy, where are you, Johnny? Okay, a little bit of oil. A little bit of oil on there, quite important to oil it up a little bit. Let's see what we can do now then. Oh my giddy aunt. Oh, that's going through it. Oh yes. Like butter. Like butter. A little bit more. Nearly there. It's a bit of a nuisance, really. That is. Might need a smaller drill bit, perhaps. No, I don't know. There's a little bit of a lip there. I'm gonna see. The reason I'm contemplating it is because I just. Let me turn this off. It's better. The reason I'm contemplating it quite a lot. I just. I don't want to drill too far into the countersink. I don't know if you can see that. Now, if you weren't here, I'd just be doing it, but I'm explaining it to you, you see. These are countersunk holes, and if I drill too far, I'll drill into them, and into the small bit. If I drill into the small bit, make the small bit the same size as the big bit, as you can see, the first part of it's bigger. Obviously, the bolt then won't hold the back plate, because the bolt will just go straight through. So it's important I don't drill too far with the big drill bit, if that makes any sense. I know what I mean. Whether you know what I mean, that's your problem, not mine. But anyway, let's try and lever it off a screwdriver. Oh, didn't have it recording. Anyway, we're through. We're through. Oh, come on, focus. There we go. Gone through the head now, and so this now should, yeah, there we go. It'll just come out like that. There we go. Happy days. Now I've got to try and get that rest of that bolt out of there. I would like to have a little bit more of it poking out, but there isn't. So anyway, I'll get that out. I'll get that out. Looks like I might be quite lucky, and I might just be able to spin it with my fingers. Look, can you see that? I'm just spinning that with my fingers, and it looks like it's going to come out. There we go. See it? It's coming out. So I was lucky there. It wasn't thread locked in. That's good. Happy days. You can see the rust on the DC, DSL, CS, LC, CSS, CS, CSL crank. Happy days, man. That always seems to be the way though, doesn't it, really? Something what bloody should only take a few minutes. You know, undo 4 bolts, put the new one on, do the bolts up. It's only taken me about, what's it taken me? I don't know, that was about half an hour. And that's including me talking to you lot to do it now, but that's just the way it goes, isn't it? That's just the way the cookie crumbles, you see. Do you like cookies? I don't know. I think Johnny Boy likes cookies. I don't mind a cookie. I don't mind a cookie. I mean, cookies are okay. Anyway, let's put this on. Like that. I'm going to have to find... I'm going to have to find one new bolt for that. In fact, let me go and get a better Allen driver. These ones, they've had it. That's the reason why that one stripped, the head stripped, rounded even, was because these are worn out on the ends. And if you try and use worn out Allen keys, it will wear them. It will. I keep meaning to get new ones, but it's one of them things, you know, when you say to yourself, oh, I'll have to get new ones of them, I will get new ones, and I don't. And then I look at the price of them, and I say, oh, I'll do that another day. And then I need to use them, so I use the ones I've got, and then I think, oh no, I've just rounded off a bolt, I have to get some new ones. And then I look at the price of new ones, and I go, oh, I'll do that another day. It's a circle, you know, it's just the way the cookie crumbles. So I'm going to do these up, but not do them up tight. And then, right, let's have a look in my little drawer of nuts and bolts. What have we got? Hopefully, in my little drawer of nuts and bolts here, there is going to be one that fits absolutely perfectly. But I'm probably going to have to pour it out, tip it out, to find it. It's, yes. I need one that's got one of them flat head things. Oh, is that too long though? I think that might be too long. I should have took the old one out and had a look. Where's the old? No, I reckon that's going to be... That might be the right size, but I think that's going to be absolutely just miles too long. That's not going to be any good. Johnny boy, what are you doing to me? Oh, what's this one? This one might be alright. Let's take the old... Oh, I don't know. Oh, what's that one? That one might... That one there might do the trick. No, it's too big. Oh, Johnny boy. That one might be alright. So if it do up and it don't bottom out, that's just what we want. If it bottoms out, oh, it's bottomed out already. That's no good. Too long. Ah. Do you know what I wish? I wish manufacturers of things did. Like, it might exist. I just don't know about it. But I wish you could buy the bolt kit, for example, for a B5R. It's just a box or a packet with every single bolt, the carburetor bolts, every single bolt, all these bolts, the head bolts, any bolt, nut and bolt, the correct size, just comes in a box. Because otherwise you have to, like, you say, I need a bolt. What size do you need? I don't know, I don't really care about the size. I want the bolt for that, bolt for the back plate. Oh, what size is it? I don't know. So I wish you could buy all of them in a packet. I know you can buy them individually, but have you seen the price? Have you seen the price, man? You can buy head bolts and things like that in a little packet, but they're like bloody £9. £9 for a couple of bolts. It's like, what are you on about? Are you all right? Are you actually all right? You know, have you got like something wrong with your brain? I don't know, Johnny. I mean, I don't know. I've not had a look. That one might be. Oh, it's too big. Right. Well, I'm gonna find the right bolt. All right, and you lot can join me again when I've finally done it. There will be one in here that fits. I just don't know where. I'm probably gonna have to tip them all out. Well, having said that, I think some of you like helping me look for bolts, don't you? What the bloody hell is that? Jesus, you seen that in there? It's like bloody... Let me show you. Blimey, O'Reilly. That's spider eggs if I've ever seen them. Look at them. That's some serious spider eggs. I don't think I've had that drawer out in a long, long time. That is spider eggs and a half, that is. Blimey, O'Reilly. Huh. God, bloody hell. Right, as I was saying, I think some of you lot like helping me find nuts and bolts. I've had people say that you like the nut and bolt drawer. I mean, if you like a nut and bolt drawer, fair enough. That's whatever tickles your fancy, whatever floats your boat. I mean, there's a handy little drawer to have, little nut and bolt drawer. You know, sometimes you do have to tip it out and make a bit of a mess and rummage around to find find the one you want, but sometimes it does get you out of trouble. I can't really run it with just the 3 bolts. I mean, I would run it with just the 3 bolts, but that's a nice engine. It's not going to do it any damage, but it might not seal properly, and it might draw in a bit of air, and it might make it run a bit lean. So really, I do need to put the right bolt in it. That's too big. What's that one? That one might fit. It might be too short, I don't know. It's going in. Yes, it's doing up. It's not bottoming out, so we might be on to a winner with that. You never know. these up like that, and that one. Yeah, done up quite well. There we go. So now we got a turbo. I thought that was a bloody spider then. You didn't see that, did you? Jesus Christ, that spring scared. Well, you didn't scare me. I mean, it's a spider's a spider, but spiders are weird. I don't know about you. I don't mind a spider. If it just to say a spider was on that desk there now, on that table, just crawled across, I wouldn't mind it. But if it went down from the roof and went on the back of my head, or it went on like down there, or I don't know, if I'm sitting on a settee and it crawls up my leg or something, I go, whoa, you know, whoa, what's that? And then I'm all right. It's when they surprise me, I'm like, whoa, what is that? But if a spider just crawled out of that drawer there now, I'd be like, whoa, look at that spider. Because after all, it's just an animal. But when they surprise me, I'm scared of them, I suppose, when they surprise me. But when they don't surprise me, I'm fine with them. I wouldn't go as far as picking, you know, you get the great big hairy ones that sort of live in corners and that. I don't mean the little skinny ones that sort of rock around going, hey man. I mean the big hairy fat ones. I wouldn't pick one of them up. I know people that just pick them up. I wouldn't do that. But saying that, I'm perfectly happy in the pet shop, or if you go to an animal fair, holding tarantulas. I can just hold a tarantula, you know. And the person says, do you want to hold this tarantula? Oh yeah. I don't mind. I don't mind it. Funny, isn't it? Funny old world. Funny old people we are. You know what I think is really bad, right? AI. Oh my giddy aunt. I mean, AI is... I think... Have you actually... I know probably some of you lot probably use that AI thing. And I just think it's... I think it's dangerous. Because... people are asking it questions because they need to know the answer for something or another. But the answers that it's giving are wrong, you know, and it can be dangerous. I watched a documentary on it. I mean, I know people that use it all the time. They go on that what is it, that gay chat thing, GBLT or GLBT or whatever it's called, chat GBTL, and yeah, what is it, gay, lesbian, bisexual or something, whatever, chat, and they go on that and they ask it questions, right? But the answers that it gives, because what it does is it just looks around the internet for things that it thinks are the right answer. Well, a lot of the time it can take answers from places like fake websites, fake news, you know, forum posts or whatever, and people are taking these answers as the truth, the real answer. Oh man, I mean, I think it's crazy, I really do. And I think it's dangerous. Don't know what you lot think. Leave in the comments. What do you think about it? AI, blimey. I think there's a lot of young people that relying too much on technology. You know, if you want to know how to spell something, look in a dictionary written by a human being. And, you know, I think it's mad. I really do. I think all this AI stuff should be banned. It's very, very dangerous. So, we've got that back together. We've got the back plate on. We've got the exhaust on. Yeah, we're getting there. What's that for? Oh, that's for the air filter. This is for the engine bolts. Yeah, so what was supposed to be just 10 minutes is taking me a bit longer. I had to go indoors and have my dinner. My plan was I was going to quickly do this while the dinner was cooking, and then that was going to be it for the evening. But I've ended up Yeah, I've ended up kind of okay, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. As I said, you know, we bloody love it, don't we, eh? Now that turbo backplate, you might be wondering, what does it even, you know, what's the gain? You know, what does it do? Well, it takes a bit of extra air from the block and forces it up inside, a bit like a turbo, forces it into the combustion chamber. Now, excuse me, it should improve, what do they call it? I forget what they call it now. Well, it should improve the way that it comes down to tick over, and it should have a smoother tick over as well. And it should improve performance ever so slightly as well, as in like the power and the delivery and all that kind of stuff. So for me personally, it's just a bit of fun. Yeah, so as soon as I heard that Nova did do one, I thought, oh, I've got to get one, I've got to have it. So there we go. Put these bolts back in. I'm not going to fire this up now, it's getting on for 8 o'clock. And the old grumpy neighbour next door's in one of his moods recently, so we'll leave it for now. Happy days. Right, love it. Just tidying up my mess that I made. We didn't make too much of a mess of this back plate. It's still perfectly usable. I made a little bit of scratching on it, but that's still perfectly usable. I'll stick it in the old Nova spares box. Yeah, it's just one of them things, just unfortunate. I dare say some of you lot are going to say, oh, you did that wrong, you know, you didn't have to do that, you didn't have to. But at the end of the day, that was, you know, the only way that I could see to get that out. I probably could have hammered. Well, I tried hammering another Allen key into the head, but it didn't work either. Probably could have drilled it a little bit smaller, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I did it and it worked, so give it a clean up, put it in the Nova spares box. Happy days. There's the old DBX2. That's done now. I've had it with it. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, like, I'm finished with it. So anybody wants to buy it, let me know. We'll come to some sort of deal. I'm not going to put it on eBay. I'm not dealing with eBay anymore. I don't know how I'm going to sell it, to be honest. I'll probably just put a post. Members of the channel, they will get first dibs. If you're a channel member, as you know anyway, you'll get first dibs on that, and that is that now. If you want it, you can buy it. Probably in the next couple of days after this video goes out. If I don't get anyone else, if you want to buy it, let me know. I will post it anywhere in the world, but obviously you're paying for the postage. So if you're in America somewhere and you want to buy it, great. But it's going to cost a bit in postage, I'm afraid. I'm not in a position to be able to help with that, unfortunately. But it's a cracking little buggy, really. If you want to win one of these T-Maxes or that Revo that are all there, look, apart from that one under there, that's sold already, but the other ones, if you want to win one of them, they're all in the raffle. If you'll get a pick out of one of them if you win the raffle. The raffle link is in the description of this video, and that is going to end on, I think it's the 30th or the end of April anyway. That's when the raffle ends. So obviously the more tickets you buy, the more chance you got of winning. And it's only within the UK at the moment, because I can't afford to ship it around the world. But if it goes well, probably be raffling another one, and hopefully I'm going to do my damn best to be able to ship the next one anywhere in the world. So if you want one, you should be able to enter that raffle. And all of the money from that is going to Ace High Drone Specialists, and that's their charity thing. That's what he's doing. So, and it'll come with a little pack of cards as well. I had an idea. Well, I didn't have an idea. Simon, the bloke who owns the T-Maxes, he had an idea. I'd thought about it before, but not with the T-Maxes. Make some sort of nitro track somewhere, and rent those T-Maxes out. So for example, you could turn up without any car and say, I want to have a go of a thing, and I don't know, it would be, let's just say, for example's sake, £30 a day. Obviously, it's got to cover any breakage costs. Let's just say, for example, £30 a day, you can have a T-Max to go around the track. But it probably won't be that much if we did do it. But I think that's a fairly good idea. We'll come and rent a Nitro car for the day to go around the track. Don't know, put in the comments, do you think that's a good idea? I mean, we haven't got a track, and I've not got a track, he hasn't got a track, but maybe sometime in the future, if and when I get one, or whatever happens, is that a good idea, do you think? I think it's a bloody good idea. The only thing is, it'll be hard for me, because they will get broken. Let's be honest, if you rent anything, you're not going to be easy on it, are you? So I know you lot are going to turn up, you'll rent a T-Max, or whatever it is we've got to rent, and you're going to smash the living daylights out of it, and I'm going to have to fix it. So it'll be bloody hard work, but I don't know, I still think it's a good idea. Anyway, you lot, that took a lot longer than I was expecting. I'm going to go indoors now. I'm going to see you lot on the next one. Don't forget, bloody just like, I wake up every morning, and this morning especially, I wake up, I look out the window, especially now, the sun's already risen at 5 o'clock when I wake up. I look out the window and I go, yeah, what a lovely day. Take a breath. Oh, it's lovely. It's great. Yeah. Where would you rather be? I mean, would you rather be on planet Mars or something? I don't know. I quite like it here, to be honest. I'll see you lot on the next one. Take care. All the best. Cheerio.